Well, folks, drove 6.5 hours to get to this place right here. Jawtooth and I are out at the Horseshoe Curve. There's the building. Curves up there. Goes around, comes around the hill there, and the trains go out up that way. We're getting ready to go up there, and you'll get to see what I'm talking about when we get there. But this is a cool place. I've been here twice. I haven't been here, oh gosh, I want to say 2018 was probably the last time I was here. I was driving through here for work. So yeah, this is an awesome spot, and you're going to get to see it right now. 194 steps to the top to get to Horseshoe Curve because the funicular is still broke down that you could ride up. I have only seen that thing work one time in the 3 times now that I've been here. But if you come here, plan on getting some exercise to get to the top. It's 194 steps and it's a little bit on the steep side. So if you have any physical stuff going on, you might want to consider that when you get here, because you're going to walk to the top most of the time. So there's the funicular down there. It's a incline railway, so that car there would come up, and then you got one up here, and it comes down, and then they spread apart in the middle. It's a cable setup, so then they pass each other right there. So one goes up, one comes down, and they operate on a cable. And yeah, you can hear me panting. We're about halfway.
Walking up that way. Almost there.
Yep, we're at halfway point. Gotta keep on going.
I'm glad the guy said how many steps it was.
All right, we've been here about an hour. We're getting our first train coming up the hill on the curve here. It's westbound. From where that train is right now, I don't know if you can see it in the trees. They need to cut the trees down. From right down there to up there, this train's going to go around about a ½ mile curve, and he's going to have an increase of elevation of 111 feet. So when the lead engine gets to the top of the hill up there, he's going to be 11 stories higher than the bottom of the train right there where those wide intermodals are, and boxes are right now. Now they're going around a curve. Listen to the squeal. Boy, they need to cut those trees down. They all used to be, there was nothing blocking your view the last time I was here. That's really unfortunate. There's the back of the train. As soon as he gets up, we'll start going around the curve up there right at the ridge of the, you can see where the edge of the trees come down. The locomotives will be 111 feet higher than the back of the train right there. There's going to, that's 11 stories from right there over to there. Boy, those wheels sing on this curve. Wow. Later today, we're going to go up to Gallitzin, which is around the curve where the train's going now. There's a couple of tunnels up there. We hope to get some trains coming out of the tunnels. Holy smokes. You get an idea of the power those locomotives have. They can pull that much weight around a curve up a grade like this. Well, other than the squeals, that was awesome. I'm going to have to turn the volume down on the video because that gets annoying. There used to be 4 tracks here. There's only 3 now. And I believe this was built in like the 1850s by the Pennsylvania Railroad. I'm going to have to find the sign with all the information on it and you can read it at your convenience.
Could you take a picture of the toilets, please? How much would you appreciate it?
All right, I think we got one coming down the hill here shortly. At least that's what we're expecting. So stick around. There'll be more.
Oh, it was beautiful. It was only,
All right, we got a eastbound coal train coming down the mountain over here. I'm going to say that he's going to be loaded because the eastbound last night in Cassandra was loaded. And we're thinking there's a mixed manifest coming too. I'm going to walk around here and get him coming around the curve down here. He'll have DPUs, maybe a couple sets. You used to be able to see all the way down through here. They've let all this stuff grow up. Big load of electric car fuel. Stand on this picnic table, see a little better. An old Conrail car. think we got a double rumble on the way. Right there they are. The sun's trying to come out finally. About 90 tons of coal in every one of these cars. This is one heavy train going down a long hill. You can see it's still coming. Horseshoe Curve opened up in February 15th, 1854. I saw it on the sign over there. I think it said it was 2,375 feet around the curve. Got a double rumble on the back of the train coming down the hill right now. You can probably see it. There they are. Gonna need them babies for brakes. Get off this picnic table. There we go. Up here next to my buddy Y'all too. rumble. Listen to that rumble. Well, if you like coal trains, that's about as good as it gets right there. I know Timmy Frierson, you love coal trains, buddy. That's right up your alley. So, hey, we got a mixed manifest on the way, so stick around. Be here before you know it. Here's a look at one of the funicular cars right there. It's not operating today. Supposedly they're about to get it fixed again. So maybe if you do show up here, you can actually ride that thing up to the top of the hill instead of having to climb 194 steps. All right, here we go. Got that manifest coming down the hill. Got a big line of boxcars right off the bat. Here we go. On track one. Oregon and Northwestern Railroad. There's one I haven't seen in a long time, Reading and Northern. That's cool. Tighten them brakes. Check out this covered hopper coming, this red one. Anthracite, aristocrat gold. That's cool. Never saw one of those before. Norfolk and Western. Oh, there's another one. Side dump ballast car. Got a big time rumble coming down the hill now. Them autumn leaves on those trees there. Got here just about the right time of year. They're really getting pretty. We got a triple rumble here. Don't often see this, at least where we live. That was awesome. You know me, I love them mixed manifests. And then to get to see some unusual cars in there too, that made it all much more sweeter. Yep. Hillside's starting to look pretty. There used to be a branch line that went right up through there years and years ago, but it's been gone forever. And yeah, Went up through that valley.
Oh my God, that was a funny ass idea.
All right, we got a helper set coming up the hill. I think we got a train getting ready to come down the hill. They probably need brakes. All right. They'll be hooking onto a train and coming down the hill shortly. All right, hang around. We'll see what happens. Won't take them long to go around there when they're not pulling a train. Okay, here we go. Got us an intermodal coming around, heading east, coming down the hill. Good old intermodal. Seen a few more of those Werner boxes these days. They must be starting to get in the game a little bit. All right. Well, folks, that might be it from Horseshoe Curve. It closes here in less than an hour. So unless we get something here real quick, like that's probably going to be it from Horseshoe Curve today. I want to thank you for watching. If you don't mind, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And if you want to hype the video, that's supposed to help me. But more importantly, subscribing helps the channel more than anything. If you got time, watch another video. And the ads are what pays for the gas so that we can go to these places. So with that, I'll let you go, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah, so what were we talking about? Oh yeah, those artists.
Yeah.
I've seen some good.
Cool old Jeep here used to run on this line. They got it on display up here now.
They look like brand new when they're coming out. And
I'm gonna have to look in the information on it because
trains are the ones
the
Yeah.
and
thing that tells you, the sign that they put next to it's all tore up, so I don't know much about it, but it is in pretty good shape. It's been sitting here for
They probably have
years.
it down pat. They probably know exactly what to do.